What would you like?
Show me your wares.
Maybe next time then, sir.
What will you do now?
We'll give it some thought and see. Hopefully we'll know better when you come back from Liechtenstein.
Who is this Kubyanka, anyway? How long have you known?
We were defending a castle and hiding in the woods together. But he was always...
Can he be trusted?
Aye. When he's sober, that is. He's known to... Did you see what happened?
You mean how they want...
Aye.
What should I know about... I heard he's in...
He's the cap... Here's a foul... Certain...
What draw?
We're both different. When thing...
Aren't you worried?
You think I should?
I don't know, but when you're still...
No one for... Remember how...
Aye, but...
Catherine should...
Will you be spending the night?
Seems that way.
But of course. I'll have them cleaned up.
Don't even bother.
Tread light. The name...
What do you have?
I hope you find what you're looking for next time, good sir.
What's new around?
There's talk that maybe they'll let you in. I heard there's a hall. There was a great the ground and then small. She's the one who... She said that he wanted, you know.
Was he a So what did he do?
The girl... I went...
Who was...
The way...
Have you any...
Rumour...
I'll take care of it.
I'm glad to hear it. When you're done with... And that's about it.
Sounds interesting.
I apologize.
You said you were going to tell me more about the Devil's former band.
Didn't you say you wanted to find this Liechtenstein fella first?
What if I bumped into one of them by chance on my way to Kuttenberg?
Right. I suppose it's possible. Anyway, only a few fellas out of the whole glorious pack survived the shitstorm, and it's not certain they are still alive. As far as I know, Matthew, Bahuta, Raniak, Janosch, and Eder survive. I only know where to find Bahuta. And maybe Matthew. But who knows?
Tell me about Bahuta first. Who is he, anyway?
Well, Bahuta, he was always in trouble. Angry as a dog and covered in bruises. He and his brother could drink all the beer in the inn. Just the two of them. Then they would make a terrible ruckus.
It sounds like you three would get along well. But you said his brother was dead.
Yes, he died right before Bahuta's eyes. Not pretty. Bahuta has been acting weird ever since. He dropped everything overnight and turned to prayer. As if he was scared of being next in line.
Where can I find Bahuta?
At the rectory in Grunts.
Did you ever see?
Yeah.
You think it'll be...
Look, I don't know. Maybe when he hears the...
I'll go...
But be careful, was Slavic.
Now tell me something about this Matt.
The name, maybe. He's also a damn willy bastard. People say he'll...
And where do I find...
I hear there's someone robbing merchants on the roads near... Maybe the bailiff can tell you more.
If he's so crooked, why did you take him into...
Nasty characters are more suited to our line of work. It is much harder to convince...
I'm not afraid of dirty work.
Here, here.
What about the...
Of course.
Who is this...
Oh, that's... He's... But other...
Do you know where he could...
I have no idea. But if you find...
How am I supposed to communicate with Ada? I don't speak a word of Polish.
Yes, you do. We all say kurwa. You must use your hands and feet for the rest. I always manage and so...
Tell me more about this
Raniek has a great aim. Slightly better than me, even. Oh, and that bow of his, I tell ya, is a masterpiece.
How did he get that?
How do you think? He won it playing dice. But that was the... If anyone is really on... But he would not stop if you were to cut off his hand.
Do you have any idea how I could...
Oh, I don't know anything about him. Try ask. It is possible he lost his hose in one...
Did you ever see him?
Oh, just one. But either way...
Where did you say?
I didn't.
Tell me about the...
Yeah, no.
And how did...
Not. He was... But...
How can I...
Like I said, he looks a bit like a human. Where you talk...
Well, more...
Yeah, no.
I like girls. I like looking at them.
Oh, then he would get himself killed just to...
Thanks.
They may sound like a bunch of morons as I tell it, but they will be dead.
Come here. Here, Mutt.
Ka! Ka!
Quick.
Ka! Ka!
Quick. Quick.
It was a mangio thing.
Hey, my lovely. Zizka told me you found something out about Liechtenstein.
If only just Liechtenstein. I've only been here a couple of days, but I seem to know everything about this city and its sinful people. And about the Pope, the second Pope, Sigismund, Wenceslas, about the sickness of old men, the desires of young men, who I sometimes have to beat off with a stick. Simply everything. The tavern seems to be the fount of all knowledge.
You'll have to tell me more about the sinning part. That sounds interesting.
You youngsters are all the same, but work before pleasure. After we find Liechtenstein and free Cape Bon, we'll see.
I'll look forward to it. But anyway, about Liechtenstein. Anything new?
Well, there might be something. One of the girls I talked to told me her sweetheart frequents some nasty alehouse. And one of the regulars there recently started buying drinks for the whole house. Which is suspicious, because this fella is practically a beggar. Goatskin, they call him. They asked him where he got the coin, and he boasted that he was spying for some rich lord.
All right. That sounds promising.
Of course, it doesn't have to be Liechtenstein, but there can't be that many rich men who pay spies. And we have to start somewhere.
That's true. And you've spoken to this goatskin fella?
Not yet. I was rather hoping you'd do it. That grubby alehouse is a bit too wild even for me.
Oh, that's saying something. Well, trying to get sense out of drunken wretches is quite a skill of mine. Does this place have a name?
I'm not sure if it's a name, but the locals call it the Hole in the Wall.
I see the owner has got a sense of humor.
Unfortunately, I don't think it's a joke. You'll find it in Hot Prink. There's no other alehouse in...
So, goatskin?
Before you go, I wanted to ask. Nobody...
He might know where they're hot.
I'm sure lots of people...
But Liechtenstein's on our side. At least I hope he still is.
But who is he?
He's a young noble from Job's council. He's here to gather information about the enemy, and judging by how important it was for Istvan to find out where he is, he's a real thought.
So we're getting involved in noble men's schemes again.
I'll do my best not to get us mixed up.
Sure you will. But it can't be helped. Watch out for yourself, Henry. I have a bad feeling about that district.
You're not the only... Here, Mutt!
May God give you health.
I'm looking for a fella called...
I won't tell you anything. There's something you want to know? Chinyak will tell you.
And where can I find...
How do I know? He'll be around here somewhere. Or...
And who's he? Could you tell me more...
No, I couldn't.
Right.
Here we are. Good.
If you get hungry, we have an excellent chicken in wine
Greetings to you.
Show me your where.
Wonderful. You made a fine purchase, good sir.
What?
I'll be right there.
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin.
Aye. But
Why not?
because I don't. Although the way you're kitted out, you seem like...
How about I invite you for a drink? We'll have a beer, chat about life.
You ain't got a clue, do you? Fellas don't come to this place for booze. You cough up a bit of glint, and I'll tell you about Goatskin. But don't bother trying to get matey with me.
I hope it'll be worth it.
That depends how much that wretch is worth to you. What was it you wanted to know?
I'm looking for Goatskin. I hear he used to come here.
Aye. Thing is, ain't nobody seen him here for a few days.
But he used to come here.
Aye. He was here day in, day out. Only this time some burly lads came here and duffed him up proper.
A jug of wine.
What happened to Goatskin? Does anyone know where he is now?
No word. But I reckon he's holed up somewhere, licking his wounds. Seems he stuck his nose in a wasp's nest, and he won't be sticking it out again for a while. If you're going to look for him, try it at night. He don't stray far when he's on the job. Usually between Hradek and the horse market. He goes after drunks. So I try asking in the local drinking dens.
All right. What does he look like, though? He can't be the only...
God's truth. But you'll know Goatskin when you see him. They call him that on account of how he got kicked. He's got a dent in his forehead you could use for a game of marbles.
I'm sure you know the...
Between the horse and then there's the...
Any others?
None I know.
Do you know the men who beat him up?
No. But there was some... And that's pretty...
Why did they give him...
Well, I reckon the last...
And...
He didn't say... We reckoned he...
Why didn't you...
He is and he ain't. I'm no saint, but that Goatskin stepped in some... I ain't saying we don't look...
Thanks.
I wish you luck once you're done.
Just a moment.
If you've got some... So what kind of...
A job worthy of yours. Just a little test to see that you're not as dim-witted as that arsehole. What is Wycliffe's first?
Poverty and modesty are the soul and truth. Even the church is supposed to...
Nicely put. Wrong. Second question. Which estate has the greatest reformatory potential?
The commoners.
The Reformation...
I'll be right with you.
After our talk about Goatskin, I didn't think you'd know it.
You thought we were just paupers who couldn't count to 5, didn't you? But now let's see who's the last question. Who is the rightful king of Bohemia?
There you go.
Wenceslas.
Indeed. All right. Maybe this will disappoint you a little, but it's he who will secure your place in our humble company.
From what you've said, I gather you're not spying for Sigismund. It's rather the other way around, huh?
We call ourselves the Guild. We profess the ideals of equality and brotherhood. Our only law is the Holy Bible. Worldly
Justice. Aren't you afraid?
friends. Sigismund, as long as we...
What if I go in just out of...
Go ahead. Perhaps, maybe you don't mind, sir. As for me, but you...
Yeah, don't worry. I think the same of... Tell me about you.
We are who we... Like the early... I'm in charge. Goliath is Knuckles, but we're all... We share the... We want...
How can I join you?
You want to join us already? That's great. We're not particular about formalities.
Here's to the guild.
To the Guild. That reminds me. I'd like...
Didn't you say you were just ordinary people with no money?
We are. And this is where Sigismund... Me? Listen carefully. Sigismund seized land down in the valley, right under our noses. There he stores fancy foods and gifts for his sausages, fancy delicacies. While we're eating, you will steal all the food. And as a nice token, let's see...
That cabbage you said you were eating all the...
Brilliant! Get at least one head from the greengrocer and leave it there for... Let him eat for once what we have in our bowls almost every... But I'm warning, no. Don't even think about slitting anyone's throat. The job isn't to punish some poor sod on guard duty.
Got it. What should I do with this?
You'll give it to the beggars. Let them feast like... It's not hard to find poor people in the town. There are also tents. When you're done, come and...
Sigismund, can I expect it?
If you need some, that's all.
All right.
Good luck.
My God! Oh, come on!
Slowly. Nice and slow.
My respects.
Good to see you.
Gather round and listen! I have to warn you about the greatest evil in one-off tax.
What's that?
My respect. Noblemen shall... Good afternoon.
I'd like to sword fight with you.
I'm glad to hear it. Master Nicholas will be happy to train you. If you're one of us.
One of you?
Aye. One of us honest Gutenberg citizens.
How come it's only for citizens? Can't a decent man sword fight with you?
It's the Gutenberg sword fighting hall, and it's reserved for Gutenberg citizens. We wouldn't want any old strangers strolling in here learning our art, would we now?
And how can an honest man become a Gutenberg citizen?
Well, it ain't that easy. You have to wait until there's a meeting of the council to accept new citizens. And you have to have 2 Gutenberg citizens to vouch for you. We can't just take every man jack that comes along. That's clear. Then you have to appear before the council with your 2 supporters and pay your dues. If the council consents, you'll be accepted into city law.
I see. And when will the council be accepting new citizens?
Not for a while. Not more than half a year, though.
Oh, Sakra! I don't have that much time. Thanks for the information. I'll be going.
You, my friend. Good citizens! Hear, hear, hear! What do you...
What would you like?
I'd like to use...
And
I've heard the girl...
don't worry. Once my girls get their hands on...
I can't wait.
Great!
I'll gladly pay...
Great!
My, that was really something. I can't mention that at confession, but you can come back any time.
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. You haven't heard of him by any chance?
Everyone knows him. He's got a bit of a reputation, and not a good one.
Any idea where I might find him?
No chance. I keep my distance from the likes of Goatskin. Maybe someone at the Black Horse knows him? The miners there sometimes keep company with vagabonds like him.
Thanks.
My friend. Did I hang up the mission?
would you like?
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. Do you know him?
Do I know him? That fucker is the bane of our lives. Why are you even looking for an idiot like him?
I'll go and sort things out with him. By hand.
So you should. And give him 1 or 2 for me too, the bastard.
Do you know where he might be?
How should I know? If I knew, I'd have told Adam long ago. He'd wring the bastard's neck in a trice. Last week alone, he robbed 3 of our customers. All German.
Why does he choose to rob Germans?
A German merchant always has more coin in his purse than a Czech one. Haven't you noticed that?
Could you tell me where exactly he robbed the customers?
Hard to say. You know how it is. Drunk and merry gents who can hardly walk. But it usually happens somewhere near the Black Horse, and in those lanes there. The bastard stays clear of the main streets. For good reason.
Have you got any German customers here now?
What do you think? No, because words got round. Except Udo. He couldn't care less, it seems.
And is Udo here now?
No, it's too early for him. He usually comes later in the evening. I reckon he only comes here when other alehouses kick him out.
Thanks. I'll be going.
You're welcome. And have a word with Adam if you really want to find your goat skin. He's the owner. I reckon he'd be keen to find him too.
First you'll have a sip, then I'll have a sippy. Let's drink. To your health and mine.
Thanks for the herbal.
Come and take a swig, sweetheart.
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin.
There's plenty of fellas come to me looking to see some skin. But you're the first who wants... I've heard the name, though.
Aye, that's it.
I don't mix with his sort, so go and see Madame Beata.
I apologise.
At your service, sir.
Excuse me.
Grüß dich. Was wünschst du?
I'm looking for someone called Goatskin. And the innkeeper said you want to find him too.
You're damn right I do. That lousy bastard robs my customers. Deutschers mostly. And they're the very ones that pay best. What's worse, word's got around already. If you get hold of him, well, there's something I'd like to sort out with him.
Sort out? That could mean lots of things.
Nothing nasty, don't worry. Besides the Germans. Goatskin also robbed a scholar from Prague. Jan Schindel he's called. And I reckon he has friends in high places, because he went straight to the city council. Not good for business.
How will it help you if I find Goatskin?
Schindel complained to the council mainly because Goatskin nicked some scholarly stuff of his. He's one of them fanatic crackpots. So if you tracked down his things and returned them to him, he might drop his complaint.
Any idea what the scholarly stuff was? Books?
No idea. But he said something about constellations, and then something in Latin.
I'll see if I can find his things.
Great. If you find anything, take it straight to Schindel. He lives in the house of Vetter the Scribe. And don't forget...
Right you are. Now, about that goat skin.
What do you want to know?
Do you know where to find him?
Not the faintest idea. If I knew... I asked at the Black Horse.
What did they tell you?
They claimed not to know anything.
Have you ever seen it?
Like any other tramp. Filthy and disgusting. And he's got a dent in his head the nippers could use for a game of marbles.
You wouldn't happen to have a German customer?
I reckon not. But I'm not sure. Ask the girls. Just please, don't
I'll go and look some...
Aye. If you do find him...
Right.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
But I closed that door. Why is it open?
Hmm? Hey! Good evening. Do you need something?
Where do you think you're going?
Do you get a lot of German...
We used to. From all over the place. But mainly Lausitz.
So, what'll it be?
Why, unfortunately?
Now!
Of course they are. But they've got less. There's one German here right now, as Udo he's called. But that's all I can tell you about him.
He just drinks...
Drinks and plays dice.
Thanks.
You're welcome. But stick around and spend some coin.
Well, what's it gonna
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin.
Aye, the bastard's ruining my business. Two of my
That's not very nice. And you wouldn't have some idea...
You bet it would.
No.
But if I knew where to... That bitch Mary's bound...
Out! Now!
Is that all you know?
Ain't that enough for you?
I thought you bad...
There's a limit. She can marry that crip. She should... Oh.
Get out!
Thanks, then.
If you find him, give him a...
Take care then.
Well, what's it gonna be?
The Lord be with you.
I'm looking...
No, I couldn't. So, I know.
Why is he...
How should I...
Gonna be? Piss off!
Where is he?
I don't... That's what...
How about some coin?
I take coin for a lot of things, but never for ratting.
Come on now.
Hurry up!
Do I really...
No.
You see? I'm trying to help Goatskin.
Help him.
With this...
Hurry up!
situation
Get out.
he's in.
All right. I understand.
There you go.
There's a yard behind the bathhouse leading to a side alley. Right next to it is the Black Horse. And at the opposite end, you'll see a barn behind a wall. There's a funny little window. Help him, will you? I'm starting to be
I'll see what I can do.
So, what...
Greetings.
God be with you.
This looks like the barn Mary was talking about. How to get in there? fountain? Where does the water come from? Here, in the middle of the city.
I need some help.
Sure. What is it you need?
I lost something, and I can't find it for the life of me. I'll be damned. It must be around
What are you looking for?
my leather satchel.
Where did he put it?
Somewhere around here. My stomach's up. There was nothing else.
Oh, a moment's distraction.
That fast? I'm in heat. If I don't find it, find jewellery too. A fortune.
Now hold on. Give it back right now.
What are those stains you've got on you?
Stop!
Enough! That's enough!
Oh! That's enough!
Stop beating him!
Must have been something bad I ate.
Or drink, huh?
Hey! Stop what are you doing? You may say that God created Adam and all men in his image, so they can't be all...
Careful. What?
Why did you do that?
Huh? What the?
Go and see her then.
You know what the two of you had that ball turned her back the whole panel.
Stop that!
What are you doing?
I'll be right there. My respect. Don't hit him! Excuse me?
Stop beating him! Hey! What are you lying here for? It's just you.
Someone's lying here.
Aw, you pooch.
Nothing, I suppose.
Excuse me?
You look like you couldn't even count to 4.
Ha! I'll show you. 1. See? Easy peasy. 2. Wait for it. 3. Hang on. Who are you, anyway?
God almighty. What have I done to deserve this? Get out of my sight.
What is it you need? What is it you need?
I apologize. Christ, it's hot out.
Where have you gone?
Was möchtest du?
I'll have a look at the...
Danke. Das war ein gutes Geschäft, mein Herr.
Praise the Lord.
Greetings to you.
What do you want?
Don't you want to leave already?
Wouldn't you rather leave?
It looks like Goatskin isn't here. I suppose I could wait for him to turn up.
You silly doggy.
Hey, are you Goatskin by any chance?
Yeah, that's me, What do you want?
I have a couple of questions for you.
Look, I didn't. I never told nobody. Nobody. I swear. I'll even swear to Samuel and his God if he wants.
I'm not interested in any Samuel. I want to ask you something else entirely.
You know, like, I promise not to talk about it no more. They'll kill me otherwise.
I get that, but do you think they'll just forget about it? How long do you intend to hide?
Until I have enough. You know, glint to take off.
I could help you with that. I know a lot of people. Getting you out of town won't be a problem. If you help me, I'll help you.
That sounds, you know, promising. But I still need coin. I can't just pack up and take off.
Coin shouldn't be a problem. I know somewhere you can hole up. Help me, and I'll pay you back.
Well, I'd like to know what place you have in mind, innit?
Do you know the Devil's Den?
Aye, but it's a shithole. They ain't too fond of me neither. And the feeling's mutual, like, to tell the truth.
Aye, but you're thinking of the band that used to be there. Now it's my comrades who have it under their thumb. Just tell them Henry sent you, and they'll let you stay a while. If you help me, that is.
That don't sound too bad. Folks are getting fed up with me here. What'll it cost me?
Just some information. That's all.
All right. Well, what do you want to know?
I heard you were spying for some nobleman. Is that true?
Aye, I was doing nothing but, you know, like, spying for 2 weeks.
Does this gentleman have a name?
He does. He's one of them, you know, Jews. Samuel, his name is. He was nice to me till I started blabbering.
Have you ever heard the name Liechtenstein?
I don't know him, but I heard Samuel telling his people, like them Jews, I mean, about this, what's his name? Liechtenstein.
What exactly did he say? Did he speak about him in a good way or a bad way?
I don't know. I just remembered a funny name. I don't pay much heed to things that what don't concern me.
Do you know where I could find this, Samuel?
Go to that, you know, synagogue. He hangs around it in front of it, and people, like, brings him news of what's on the grapevine, you know. And evenings he sits around at the King Solomon. It's like a, you know, a Jewish tavern. But watch out. They ain't too welcoming towards our people there.
What is it you did as a spy?
Mostly I was standing guard in front of that palace, you know, like Rutard's place. I was watching for who was going in and out, see? You know, who, with who, where, when, and that.
And what went on there?
Well, people was coming and going, all sorts of nobles, and I'd tell Samuel what colours they was carrying, see? I was good at that. I remember pictures good, you know?
And there's another thing. Those things you stole from that scholar? You know what I mean?
That... What about it, like?
What happened to them? The owner wants them back.
I still have them.
Where?
In them secret, you know, tunnels under the city.
Tunnels? Secret passageways? Stop blethering and tell me where it is.
I ain't blathering. It's in the passageways beneath the city. I can find it. I've learnt the way. And if you give me a couple of groschen, I can teach you too. You can clear out my stash, and judging by the look of you, knowing your way round, you know, underground like, that ought to come in handy for you, innit?
Oh, Christ almighty. How much do you want?
Not much. Just a bit to help me, you know, get by.
Right. Out with it. That's the last coin you'll get out of me.
Of course. It's like this. I know them passageways because I got my hands on this map, like. This old thief gave it to me. And when I, you know, got it in my head, like, I flogged it, see?
A treasure map? You're yanking my pizzle, aren't you?
No. I swear, on my Mars soul. It ain't a treasure map, it's a map of what's below ground.
Big difference. Where's this map, then?
I flogged it to this thief. Angel, he called himself.
Called himself? So this angel is back in heaven now, is he?
Aye. He was hanged outside the city walls. He's still swinging there. And I know he had that map sewn into his coat. It were his most prized possession. But watch out. The gallows is guarded to stop quacks cutting off the dead bodies, bits and pieces, fingers and that, like.
Thanks. You've been a great help.
That's me through and through, innit? I'd better be off, like. I've got a long journey ahead of me.
Off you go. Goatskin, there's another thing. What about those things you stole from that scholar? You know what I mean?
Be with you, good sir.
Fountain? Where does the water come from? Here, in the middle of the city?
where I go.
I'm telling you, nobody gives a shit about your dribble.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Greetings, Master Guard.
Buy 2 pots. I've got luck.
All right, then.
Apparently, the city council is organizing another
God bless you,
No, I think they got word. Nobody turned up. Doors and windows shut. I couldn't see inside. And that guy who's fixing the building opposite wants more money for letting me watch from his scaffolding.
We will give him nothing. Nobody. You should get out of here.
My respects.
God be with you.
Sholem, are you lost? Or what would a goy want here?
Goy?
You do not know this word?
Sorry, I don't.
Then you are a goy. What do you want here?
I'm looking for Samuel.
What do you want with him?
Is that you?
There are many Samuels here. And if I'm not good enough for you, I'm afraid nobody else will talk to you.
All right. I'm looking for John of Liechtenstein. I heard you, or this Samuel, might know something about him.
I'm sure Samuel knows a lot. But I do not see why he should tell you.
Because I know a lot as well. Me and Samuel can exchange interesting information.
Why do you think you can tell me anything I need to know? I already know more than I want to.
You're the first person I've met who complains about knowing more than everyone else.
It is not pleasant to know things you can do nothing about. So what I need is someone who prefers action to talk.
All right. What do you suggest?
An exchange. Something in return. I have this one problem none of my people can fix.
Well, if your people can't handle it, why not?
You are no better than my people. But unfortunately, they were all born under our star, and that is a problem in this case.
I understand. What's this about, then?
You probably know that my people face outbreaks of hatred from time to time. A house is plundered, people beaten up, sometimes murdered. Usually it is started by some scum spreading rumors that we eat Christian babies or poison wells. They always find some excuse. I have heard that such people are meeting in an old abandoned house by the wall in the mining district. I need someone to get among them, find out what they are planning, and warn us in good time.
Won't they be suspicious?
Why? Their kind usually are not too bright. You just have to curse them. Do not worry. They will not check if you are circumcised.
All right. I'll do it. And then you'll tell me all about...
Agreed. They usually meet at the start of the day.
At the start of the day, according to Mike.
I see you're in the know. At the start of my day, so when the first 3 stars come out.
Right. So they meet after sunset. The miners' district, an abandoned...
That's right. I reckon you can still catch up if you get them to let you join them. Try and you'll have fulfilled...
You'll keep your end of the deal.
Don't worry.
I apologize.
All right then.
Hey! Hey! Open up! Open up!
Gurwell, what are you doing, Moishe?
Futsa Kapora, piece of junk. Never mind. We'll cut this shit down.
Shit ist zum Teufel!
Come on, then.
Wait! Don't kill him! You're gonna beg for mercy? After this?
We can make a deal. We have some of your people, we can exchange them.
Our people? What the hell are you talking about?
We caught some of them yesterday, trying to get to Liechtenstein, just like you.
No, I'm after Liechtenstein because I need to talk to him. Not his enemy. If you know where he is, you better take me to him. Right now.
I have my orders. I'm not supposed to let anyone near him. Especially not someone who just beat my 2 best men. I'm not a fool.
Right. I'll go unarmed, if that'll convince you.
I'll trust you. But in return, you have to trust me. You can't see where we're going.
All right. But no tricks.
Those are the rules.
Wait. Who is that somewhere?
We will soon find out. Let us in.
Wenches or the neighbour's daughter, any dirt you can dig up. Off you go! Oh, who have you brought now, Sam?
I'm not entirely sure. But he says he knows you, and absolutely insisted he had to talk to you.
Ah. Of course. Henry. Lord Capon of Perkstein's page. We met on my visit to Rattay. He's all right.
Lord Capon's escort and bodyguard.
Quite. Quite. Oh, but tell me, what brings you here?
Well, that's quite a long story, sir.
Well, I've got plenty of time, and actually I enjoy long stories. You know why? Because they demand a lot of wine. Please, take a seat and tell me everything.
If I'm not mistaken, Jobst sent you to von Berkhoff with a message. How did that go?
In a word, badly.
Oh, how's that?
I hardly know where to start. I'm lucky to be alive. In any case, neither von Berghoff nor the League of Lords are planning to join Jobst.
Good God! I need a drink now. But did you manage to deliver the message in the end?
We did.
And? What was von Berkhoff's reaction?
That bastard first used us, and then wanted to get rid of us. We only just avoided being killed.
Sacre. So there's no chance the League of Lords will turn against Sigismund?
No chance. On the contrary. Von Berghoff and von Aulitz came here to Kuttenberg to be at Sigismund's beck and call.
Christ. And what are you doing here, actually?
I came here with a man called Zizka.
Zizka? Jan Zizka of Trotsnov?
Aye. He's called Jan Zizka. Of Trotsnov.
Well, blow me down. Zizka is in the service of Prokop of Luxembourg. King Wenceslas's cousin.
Aye, we found that out as well. What was strange was that his band was infiltrated by Istvan Toth, if you remember.
That rat from Tarnberg. What was he doing there?
It turned out he was spying for von Berghoff. But he didn't do a great job, fortunately. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
I am starting to get confused.
That makes two of us. Maybe we'll understand better if we get drunk.
You're not holding back, I see. Your health, then. After Zizka took us prisoner, it finally became clear we were on the same side. And Istvan had to flee.
So the fucker's still alive?
Not any longer.
You? Well done. Let's drink to that.
To our enemy's death.
Just when we thought we were out of the woods and Istvan was gone, he appeared outside the walls of Nabokov again, with von Berghoff and Markvart von Aulitz. Von Aulitz was on his way to Kuttenberg with reinforcements for Sigismund. And with the finger of God.
With the what?
A bombard.
Good lord!
Have you ever seen one? I hadn't, until they used it against us.
I've heard about the bombard. An infernal weapon. Then what?
We didn't have a chance. They blew the tower to pieces and took us all prisoner. They took us to Trotsky and tortured us. But with the help of a woman who works with Zizka, we managed to escape.
Zizka. That man always has a trick or two in reserve.
Thank God. While we were making our escape, I crossed paths with Toth, and finally took my revenge for everything he did.
Dull moment with you, I see. To happy endings, then. And where is Lord Capon? Or should I call him the Prince of Poachers?
Well, the most fitting thing to call him would be hostage, because that's what he is now.
A hostage?
That's right. Von Berghoff took him with him. And that's why I'm here, in fact.
Your original plan went badly awry, I must say.
Well, it could have been worse.
That's the way of the world. For my part, I'm forced into hiding, as you've probably noticed. They're after me as if I owed taxes. Ah, if only I knew what Jobst would say.
I know exactly what he'd say as it happens.
You do?
I spoke to Jobst just after we arrived at Suchdal. He expressly forbade me to look for you, or try to rescue Capon.
That damned... Did he say why?
Aye. He said you can look after yourself. And as a nobleman, Capon has nothing to fear in captivity.
Ah, Jobst.
If we cause trouble for Sigismund, it could threaten his plans, he said. That's cowardice, if you ask me.
It's true I can take care of myself, but the old schemer could at least have warned me, whatever his plans might be.
Zizka sees Jobst as a pain in the arse, too. I mean, he's not fond of him. And he doesn't approve of his plan.
Then I expect he and I will see eye to eye. Although I prefer a different strategy to braining all and sundry with a mace. Even so, what brings you to me? You didn't take this risk just to tell me what Jobst is like, or that I should carry on with what I'm doing.
No. My first concern is to rescue Lord Capon, whatever schemes Jobst is dreaming up.
And then...
And also, it's about your safety.
My safety?
You know, they tortured us. Zizka, Godwin and me. They asked about Jobst's plans and about you. I'd have held out, but Godwin... He told them where you were.
Where I am? In this city, you mean? That's not such a terrible betrayal. Gutenberg is a big city. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Not that they have not tried. They almost caught you a couple of times. If it were not for my people.
That's true, of course. But I'm not going to bear a grudge. The executioner always gets what he wants. And if he hadn't, we wouldn't be talking right now.
Thank you. You don't know how much it means to me.
Don't worry your head over it. If I was tortured, I'd tell them everything I knew before the iron was hot.
Well, thanks.
But I'd regret it as well. I don't like pain, that's all. Nevertheless, let's turn the page. Capon. How do you plan to free him?
That's exactly why I came to see you.
Oh, how's that?
Because you move in certain circles.
And?
You conspire. You hear all the rumors.
So?
So you might know where they're holding him.
Sigismund confiscated the property of some burghers and noblemen in the city when they opposed him, and he divided the property up between his loyal followers. He seized Malashov Fortress from the Rutards, for instance. And didn't you say, Sam, that he gifted it to von Berkhoff?
Yes, that is so.
That was before von Berkhoff was in these parts. But if he's here now, where else would he be but in Malashov? And if von Berkhoff is there...
That's where his captive will be.
Correct. Capon is at Malashov Fortress.
Well, that's fucked then. How the hell three of us conquer a fortress, and one of us a woman?
That's a conquest I'd like to see. It would go down in history.
The history of suicidal madness.
You can't just launch an assault on Malashov. It's a strong fortress. We'll need a cunning plan.
Or long ladders and lots of men. That could be arranged, maybe.
Careful! Jobst ordered us not to stir up trouble. And this would be serious trouble. But if Capon simply vanished...
Vanished how, exactly?
I don't know yet. But like I said, Malashov belonged to the Rutards. And I'm sure they're not keen on the new tenant. I think if you pay a visit to Sir Kunslin Rutard and convince him you have common interests, he'll be happy to think up a solution with you.
Like what?
Who knows? Perhaps Lord Rutard knows of a back door into his old home, and he might not be averse to an arrangement with someone who will help him take revenge.
Someone like you.
Well, I wouldn't get my hopes up. But it's the best we've got, and there's no harm in trying. Where can I find this Kunslin?
Sigismund seized his fortress, but, surprisingly, he let him keep his palace in the city. It's right next to the Italian court.
All right. I'll give it a go.
Once you have some news, you know where to find me. Is there anything you want to know before you go?
Come to think of it, I've no idea where we actually are.
Of course. I'd forgotten how you got here.
We're in the Jewish quarter, in the basement of the King Solomon Tavern, below my tavern. Goyim do not just wander in here, but I will tell my people you are with us.
Thanks a whole lot. All right, I'll set off now.
Good luck. It was good to see you again, Henry. And be careful. There's bound to be spies swarming around the palace. This city...
Tell me about it. What are you doing here in Kuttenberg?
That's a good question. Jobst thinks I'm his spy.
You're not.
I gave him some information before I had to go into hiding. Jobst thinks, quite foolishly I might say, that he'll be able to...
You don't believe Jobst?
Trusting your own plan tends to be a big mistake. It's better to assume some, and the backup includes all of Sigismund's opponents. The city is full to the brim with. They can't do much on their own, but if they join
Why are the Jews helping you?
Because I asked them to. Most Christians avoid Jews, and probably wouldn't even think of looking for something or someone here. Besides, the local Jewish community have no love for Sigismund or von Berghoff, so I don't have to worry about someone ratting me out.
They know von Berghoff?
Sadly, they do. Von Berghoff instigate those who survive.
Why would he need convincing?
Sigismund has made, but he's not.
He just made...
I'd rather... It's complicated. This isn't just because they can't...
So you're sending...
You could... If it were